So let's talk about something really important. In the cloud, who actually holds the keys to your kingdom? I mean, really holds them. It's not just about adding another layer of security. It's about having absolute, undeniable control. We're going to dig into how a concept called a digital vault promises to give you just that. Let's get right into it.
Okay, first things first, let's set the stage. The cloud is where all the incredible innovation is happening, right? But with all that amazing power comes a whole new level of risk that we have to deal with. And it really boils down to this simple but kind of scary idea. The more valuable and ambitious the things you build are, especially with game-changing tech like AI, the bigger the target on your back becomes. Your success, ironically, makes you more vulnerable.
And we're not just talking about some vague what-if scenarios here. These are the real-world problems that keep people up at night. You've got the absolute nightmare of your data getting exposed, the massive business costs when a service goes down, this tangled web of compliance rules you have to follow, and laws that just keep changing. It's a lot to handle.
So, with all that chaos on the outside, the conversation has to turn inward. It's not enough to just be in the cloud anymore. The real game is about mastering it. And that all starts with a fundamental, non-negotiable need for control. This right here, this is the question every single person using the cloud should be asking. I mean, think about it. When your most valuable assets are living on somebody else's computers, who's the final gatekeeper? Who truly has the keys to your kingdom?
And look, there's only one right answer to that question. It has to be you. This isn't just a nice to have, it's the bedrock principle of modern cloud security. You have to have total control and complete confidence that your data is yours, and only yours, period.
So, the big question is, how do you actually achieve that kind of control? Well, this is where we get into the whole concept of a digital vault, and we're going to look at it through the lens of Microsoft Azure's security services.
Now, you have to pay close attention to this quote, because the promise it makes is huge. The most important word on this slide is precluded. It doesn't just say, we promise we won't peek. No, it says the entire system is engineered from the ground up to make it physically impossible for anyone, and that includes Microsoft's own employees, to get to your secrets without you saying so. That's a complete game changer.
So how does that big promise actually work? Well, it breaks down into these three incredibly simple but really powerful pillars. 1. You control the where, the actual physical location of your data. 2. You control the how, the exact security policies and encryption methods. And 3, the most important one, you and only you control the who. It's your data, so it has to be your rules.
Okay, so we've got the big idea of control, but what does that actually look like when you're choosing a service? Well, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. It really breaks down into two distinct levels of security, each one built for a different set of needs.
First up, you've got Azure Key Vault Premium. Think of this as the powerful, reliable workhorse for big companies. It's for when you need serious, enterprise-level governance and resilience for all your encryption keys, but you want to do it without the massive headache of managing your own physical hardware. But then, for those who need even more, there's Azure Managed HSM. That HSM part stands for Hardware Security Module, which is basically a physical tamper-proof vault just for your digital keys. The key word here is isolated. This is the Fort Knox option. It's for organizations in finance or government that need the absolute highest level of security, where their keys live in a dedicated hardware box completely sealed off from everything and everyone else. And if you're wondering just how secure we're talking with Managed HSM, well, it meets this standard, FIPS 140-3 Level 3. Now, that might sound like just a string of letters and numbers, but what it means is that it's certified against a super high US government benchmark for security hardware. It means it's physically tough and gives you an incredible degree of confidence.
This slide really lays out the choice perfectly. It all boils down to what you need most. If you need strong, scalable key protection with flexible controls for a large organization, Key Vault Premium is your answer. But if your mission is all about maximum isolation, if you need to meet the strictest compliance rules and guarantee that no one can ever touch your keys, then you step up to Managed HSM. And Managed HSM has a few more tricks up its sleeve for the real power users. It uses some pretty advanced tech to create even more layers of isolation. It's specifically built to make regulators in sensitive industries like finance and healthcare happy. And it even lets you manage keys from your own hardware in your own building, giving you that ultimate physical control if you need it. So let's bring this all back home. At the end of the day, all of these features, all of this incredible technology, it's all serving one single purpose. It all comes back to that one core idea. It's your data, so they have to be your keys.
And this quote is really what it's all about. It's not about the technical specs. It's about the feeling you get from certainty, the peace of mind that comes from knowing your most valuable digital secrets are locked in a vault and you're the only one with the combination.
And the big takeaway here is this promise. You shouldn't have to choose between the incredible power of the cloud and the absolute security of your data. The goal is to give you both, so you can have that control and security without giving up any of the benefits.
And so that kind of leaves us with this final thought to chew on. As pretty much our entire digital world moves on to shared infrastructure, this question becomes more important than ever. It's not just about where your data lives anymore, it's about who truly owns it. Something to think about.